Welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. And it's time to give you an update on the Lao Airlines accident that happened on the October 16. As of yesterday, Thai authorities have said that they're able to discover 41 bodies already and 6 body parts. Seems like it's get really big impact before it sink into the river itself. That's why there's some body parts.
Right.
And the rescue work is the cooperation between 3 parts: the Laos official, the aircraft manufacturer itself that came from France apparently, and also Thai search teams that just arrived there the end of last week. Among all this, there were 2 bodies that has been ID as the Thai citizens, even though the Thai officials said they are waiting to be reconfirmed again when the bodies back in Thai side at Ubon Ratchathani, but initially it's ID to be 47-year-old Kanung Chat Kasem Chai and 50-year-old Pakhawat Athiratana Chai. Both of them are believed to be the employees of PTT,
right.
the engineer of the PTT. So 41 body discovered so far, and they said a lot of people want to know the cause of the accident, but apparently at the moment it's not the priority. Priority is to try to recover all the bodies and airplane parts and ID all these people. It's the work between Laos official and Thai officials in order to identify all the bodies. So it will be, I believe, probably another couple of days until they're able to ID every bodies they found. Yes.
And the current is
the
very
current
strong.
is very
That was
strong.
one of the
Some of the
problems
bodies ashore 20 kilometers away, and they're still unable to find black box yet. But that, like they said, is not as important as the bodies of the victims. So that will be the next step.
And I've heard that they tried to use one of those technology equipment that send in the sonar system or
To find a body.
Yeah, to find a black box as well. But it
Yeah.
just seems like the current is not helping at all with this situation.
When the current is that strong, the water will tend to be super murky. Under the water, it will be even quite difficult for the experienced diver themselves, and of course the search cannot really continue that much after the dark, especially when it's that murky.
Right.
So it will be another couple of days, I believe, until they're able to find all the bodies and ID everyone.
But this is one of the things, it just shows a great cooperation.
True.
There's a lot of rescue teams that go in from various countries trying to just lending out a hand, because this particular accident is caused quite a bit of disturbances to a lot of people.
Yes.
All right, move on to another incident, and this is related to water and flood and such. There has been a report of the flooding situation that's gone quite bad, especially one of the most worrisome place is due to the economic side effect of this as well, is in Chonburi province at the Amata Nakhon, the industrial estate. There has been a report already that the flood got into the area, and 17 of the factories around the area are forced to shut down at this point, either because their staff could not get in or the water has already gushed into their factory itself. They say that in several phases of this particular industrial estates, 30 to 45 centimeter of the water level can be seen, and they say that they are trying their best to release the water to Bang Pakong River, but of course that would have to include water from various parts of the city as well that would try to be released into the river, so that would cause a little bit of a problem. However, at this point they are requesting boat from the Navy, about 28 of them, to try to push the water away from the industrial estate so that it could be reopened again, because this is the economic area, obviously, of Chonburi province. And in Korat, so Nakhon Ratchasima province in the northeast, there's quite a bit of water that can be seen as well. Like I have mentioned that the Takbat Tewo, or giving alms, is one of the end of Buddhist Lent activities, one of the biggest one. And they say that in Wat Patlai or Palai temple, villagers still determined to participate in this particular event, but the best they could do is actually rowing boats into the temple itself to participate in this. Either that or they have to walk. So that's caused quite a bit of a problem. And they say that the highway that leading from Nakhon Ratchasima to Bangkok, they also closed down one of the lane as well due to high water level that could be seen. So that's caused quite a bit of the traffic congestion in the area. At this point, they say that the authorities are trying their best to release the water, but like I have mentioned, the water in the river itself is already high, and they have to taking all waters from various part of the city. That means that there's only so much it could take. So it seems like the receding is going very slowly. Now in Mae Hong Son province, there also a talk of a heavy rain that could be seen. And in Mae Sariang district in particular, a bridge has been cut down due to flash flood, and that's created quite a bit of a problem. So they are warning all the villagers in the area to beware of flash floods. And at this point, rescue team went in to help them. Prachinburi province, slowly receding. At this point, they say that quite a few places is steady at about 70 centimeter high, but due to the fact that, the water has been there for a long time, so it start to still water, and it's
getting smelly and it seeped in.
So it's just no longer clear water. It's just rotten water pretty much. So a lot of people are suffering from the stinks as well as the murky of the color of the water itself. So that's created quite a bit of a problem as well. And they are requesting the irrigation department to use the machine to divert all the water away from the area, or at least help them with the still water situation. Nakhon Nayok also still seeing quite a bit of a water level as well. But at this point, they say that we're going to have to brace for more flooding because the meteorological department is still keeping close watch in terms of different storm and typhoon that might hit the country. All right.
Okay. It's not the end of the rainy season yet, so
no, it seems like it's just ongoing.
We just have to embrace that.
Right.
Okay. Next news. This, especially you that like to park illegally, have to be careful from now on, because you're not just gonna get one of those tickets or that little yellow lock thing on your wheels, but this will be something different. Finally, I think I actually agree.
Wheel clam, I think they call it.
Wheel clam. Okay. I actually agree with the police department. Start using this from today onward. They will start tow your car away if you illegally parked on this 10th Street.
In Bangkok.
In Bangkok, this is for in Bangkok in the congested traffic area. This 10th Street or Lap Prao, Rama 4, Sukhumvit, Plern Chit, Param 1, Rachada Pisek, around Asok Dindang and Asok Montri, Ram Kamhang Road, from Rama 9 to Jaturatit, Pahon Yotin Road, around Kaset Navamin area, North Sathorn and Southern Sathorn, so the whole Sathorn Road, Rachadamneun Nok, Rachadamneun Klang, and also around Pin Klau Bridge and Barom Ratchashonani Road, also the elevated road on Barom Ratchashonani, and also definitely Phetburi Road around the new Phetburi, and also Vipavadi Rangsit Road. So there have been the campaign on this, but the launch of the project will be today at 2 p.m. at the Royal Plaza. And just to give you an idea how much you have to pay, you will have to pay 500 baht fine for parking illegally and another 500 baht for the tow truck. This is for the normal sedan cars. If it's a big truck, will be more expensive than this. And then you have to pay 200 baht daily for each day that your car will be kept at all these areas that will be near the local precincts of the area that it got towed.
Right.
So the police said that currently they have 82 private companies that they have 250 tow trucks ready to tow your cars away. And the police believe that it will be only 2 minutes for the whole process from the tow truck coming in.
Really?
Get your car on and just move it away. Hopefully it will really be 2 minutes, otherwise it's going to cause really crazy traffic.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
So here's a number to call, 1197, if you park somewhere illegal and then you came out and realized your car disappeared. 1197 might be a good number to call. This is the measures to deal with. They said in the past year there were about 690,000 tickets, and only 20% of those has been paid by the wrongdoers. And in those 690,000 tickets, the majority of it, over 200,000 tickets, were from illegally parked.
Okay.
So this is to deal with those over 200,000 people that normally don't pay their fine and just gone.
So they just take their cars?
They're just gonna tow away the car that illegally parked at all these 10 BC streets, and then the owner just have to call this 1197 and just have to find out where they tow their car to. I guess probably have to go to the precinct first to pay their fine, and then the police will give them the information of how to get out their car. So pay 200 baht daily, 500 baht for the toll fees, and 500 baht for the fines. And they said that in November will be 50 more routes to
be added to the list.
To be added to the list.
Which is good, because when these cars create traffic congestion, it's bad. It's quite bad. Like in the Victory Monument, we can see there, because the bus will have to make a little bit of a detour, and if we are driving around the area and all of a sudden the bus just popped out to the side of your cars, that's just not good at all.
So they believe the traffic police will be stricter. And I hope they'll be stricter on all those cars that like to park cover 2-3 lanes of the street also, even though there's a driver in those cars. We'll see what will happen today. 2 p.m. launch. I'm not sure what time exactly they will start this towing away.
We might hear a little bit more front page news tomorrow.
We'll hear some moaning.
Exactly. All right, moving on to this particular incident. We have heard about the oil leak from in the Smith Island area.
It was an epic news.
Yes, it was an epic. We were reporting about that for quite a while, and that took place in July of 27th. And at this point, just to revisit the incident, it seems like a lot of business owners on Smith Island itself came out and said that tourism is just still not recovered at all, and they suffer quite a bit, and they are complaining about PTT's lack of assistance or insufficient assistance to this particular incident. Now they say that according to PTT, they're supposed to provide assistance to all the business owners on the Smith Island, but they only gave 1 month of the assistance in terms of money to compensate for all the loss of businesses, and that they were given that for the month of August. However, Kun Pisanu Khemapan, who is the head of restaurants and hotels club on Smith Island said that at this point, Smith Island is almost like a person that just woke up because back normally during November and January, there already would be some bookings for these 2 months. But at this point, they say that it's hardly any booking at all. They say that it's only about 15%, which normally at this point, almost 80% should be booked already.
Right.
So to get 15, that means that obviously this show that is not recovering at all. And they say that a lot of tour guides or tour companies call them to ask them for reassurances whether or not there has been a recovery to the area already. So they say that at this point, a lot of people are very concerned because it seems like PTT just came and gone already in terms of trying to help them. And they say that according to the previous agreement, all the business owner would receive about 25% of what they normally get for September and 20% of what they normally get in October from the PTT. However, the PTT companies came out and said that if the business owner accept this agreement and take the compensation for these 2 months, then they can no longer getting any more money out of PTT. That was part of the agreement. So the business owners in the area say that this is one of the things that they find to be really unfair from the PTT side, and they are asking for the authorities to help with this particular fact as well. Now, of course, there has been a report already that the Summit Island has already been cleared out. There's no report of oil slick in the area, and everything seems to be get back to normal. So if you are planning to visit somewhere, I would say
somewhere
it's safe.
close
It's good to go.
and probably very quiet now.
Exactly, and the thing is, business owners in the area needs the business right now. So meaning that they will compete quite a bit. That means that probably the cost of traveling there would be a lot lower than expected. So maybe this is a good place for you to go if you are planning to go somewhere for holidays.
True. Okay, we're going to take a short break and we'll come back. Of course, the day of the verdict of Priya Vihir Temple territory dispute case is coming up, and a lot of people has been pretty anxious.
And of course, another anxiety attack to hit you here. Apparently, there has been a talk of a mass rally coming into Bangkok on the 6th of November. So stay tuned.